Welcome, friends. My name is Jennifer Coombs. I'd like to share a message with you today that I received from Mother Mary in October. Most of Mary's messages that I receive are in response to my questions for guidance and support. So I will read now my question that I posed to Mary. Beloved Mary, my heart is so broken by what is unfolding between Israel and the Palestinians. You have said that God will intervene. How will this manifest, and what can we do individually to help create a new and lasting peace? And this is Mary's response to me and to any others who may hear her words. My daughters and sons, we in spirit grieve with the multitudes on earth who are grieving for the unspeakable losses so many innocents are enduring in this tragic conflict. I begin by telling you to turn to us for the comforting you need daily, perhaps hourly, in order that you may return to a place of greater steadfastness within. This steadfastness will free you to serve in this tragedy in greater and greater ways. Send a prayer daily for the comforting your heart needs for the grief it is enduring. Mankind is at a critical juncture now in its history. It is the dawning now of a time where man is being led to know and experience his connection and unity with all things, especially his brethren. It feels distant and very far away from what you are seeing in your daily life, but what you are witnessing is the rebellion of the many who cling to the old order of power over another, the abuse of power. This dynamic will always create separation between individuals and groups. Each of you have experienced peace in your hearts, and because of this, you are being tasked with helping to bring in a new order on earth, that of peace on earth, goodwill among men. Many of you have daily prayer and meditation practices. Make sure you are faithful to these and dedicate more time to them if possible. Send prayers and healing daily to those affected by this conflict. I ask each of you to examine your hearts and minds for any unforgiveness that you harbor and ask Spirit's help in releasing them. You will not be able to fully serve as an instrument of peace until the edges of your loving have fallen away. And the work of forgiveness is a task that you must take up daily. The egoic mind defaults to a state of separation and is prone to holding things against another. God is intervening through all the efforts being made toward establishing peace in this area, in those calling for a ceasefire, in the efforts to bring aid to those under attack, in those tended to the wounded and dying, in those comforting the bereaved, and in those trying to protect and comfort the multitudes of innocents caught up in the horrors of war. The world is witnessing through the news and social media the horrors and cruelty of war. It is seeing in graphic detail the results of the exercise of the abuse of power. It is dawning in the consciousness of mankind that war brings no resolution to the conflicts between people or nations. It brings only destruction and unspeakable losses. Imagine an ocean liner that has discovered it is headed in the wrong direction, to a wrong port. It must acknowledge to the passengers that it must turn around and correct course. Many of the travelers will question the wisdom of doing so. The effort to turn about a great ocean liner in the middle of the ocean is not an easy task. There will be much churning, waves created, and for a time it may seem as if no progress is being made. But changing the course of its journey is the only sane thing to do. If mankind does not change direction and course, it could bring an end to life on earth as you know it. Join with those calling for an end to hostilities. Your courage and bravery are especially called upon right now. Be the warrior for peace, and as often as possible, a clear and perfect instrument for peace. With deep love and gratitude for all your efforts in creating peace, Mary. I hope that these words have been beneficial to you and give you support and guidance for your future direction. Please feel free to share Mary's words. I hope to see you again. There are other messages that have followed, and we will be posting those soon. Hope to see you soon. Thank you.